And the Ravens trying not to start 1-6. The last team to make the playoffs from there was in 1970. Meanwhile, Cowboys and Broncos, a good one in Denver today. Dak Prescott had 3 more touchdowns last week against Washington. His 4th straight game with at least 3 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions, tied for the 2nd longest streak in NFL history, trailing only Russell Wilson, who did it in 5 straight games with the Seahawks in 2015. Broncos and Cowboys talking about a big game in Denver.
A lot of credit, a lot of respect for them. Just continue to go in there and play my game. It starts with beating the pass rush, and when you've got the receivers that do, having confidence in them to win. Respect the hell out of Surtain and his game, but my confidence in these 2 guys are through the roof. I don't even know who you would follow, right? I mean, it might be easier to just stay on one side of the field for Raiders' own rest in that sake. So,
absolutely ready for the challenge. I don't know if he's going to follow, but if he does, I mean, it's going to be a battle. It don't matter to me, honestly. If you do follow, cool. If you don't, cool. Regardless of the situation, I'm going to still get my work.
Lindsey Theory is in Denver for us. Lindsey, how is Dak approaching this Broncos defense?
Greeny, as Dak Prescott points out, the Broncos lead the league with 34 sacks this season, and their rush and secondary work hand in hand. Dak says they're doing a good job pushing the pocket and playing physical outside. The key for the Cowboys today, Dak knows he needs to get through his progressions, but that he might not get through all of them. The receivers need to win their one-on-one matchups outside, and the Cowboys must keep it to 3rd and manageables. And today is bound to be a blockbuster with the receiver and DB matchups. You guys already mentioned a little bit about it, but it's CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens against Pat Surtain and Riley Moss. Lamb saying about Surtain, we know what he brings, and he knows what we bring. And Lamb knows it won't be just Surtain that provides a battle, but also Moss, who's been really tested this season with teams wanting to avoid Surtain. Lamb saying the other corner, he's pretty big, pretty tall. We see him on film, nice size.
Lindsey Theory, thank you very much. Well, we were listening to Dak Prescott's quotes. Randy, you reacted. I heard you say, yes, sir, Dak. What was it you liked about the approach Dak is taking into this game?
I mean, when you sit up here and look at the production of both wide receivers, why would you go in the game timid to throw at either side? I mean, Pat Surtain, yes, reigning defensive player of the year, but George Pickens is on a mission. I heard CeeDee Lamb sitting there talking about will Pat Surtain follow?
Right.
This news is for CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, if Pat Surtain would follow, I promise you, I don't think he would follow you with the way that George Pickens has picked up where CeeDee left off. But all of these weapons for the Dallas Cowboys, you know, earlier in the season, I just want to get this out there. Earlier in the season, I'm speaking on the behalf of all football fans. Jerry Jones made a trade with Michael Parsons, and people wanted to take a pie and a tomato and throw it right at Jerry Jones's face. But Jerry Jones, do you get some type of credit of what you put together with bringing in a guy like George Pickens?
Rebuilt the O-line.
And the O-line, and bringing in the running back Javonte Williams.
That's the one.
So, you know, all of this negativity talk at the beginning for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. Hey, guys, look where they are right now. So I think in a big game like this, I asked Peyton Manning earlier if he had these 2 guys, would he shy away from him? And he said no. That's why I was excited, because that's what I'm seeing from Dak Prescott. He's not going to shy from him. Big game today in Denver.
Yeah, and I don't want him to shy away from Patrick Surtain. I don't want him to be timid. It's more that you're kind of licking your chops. You're salivating at the matchup on the other side of the field. No offense to Riley Moss, but either one of these guys on him, I mean, man, the Denver Broncos play more man than anybody in the NFL. And if they get this matchup of George Pickens on Riley Moss, this guy better have a career day in targets. This is one of the best ball skills in all of the NFL. When you look at his length, look at the ability to get his feet in inbounds.
Yes.
And then you're going against Riley Moss, who is not the biggest, right? This guy continually finds himself in position, but can't make a play on the ball. Time after time, again, this is a few weeks ago against the Eagles. We saw it last week at the end of the game against the Giants. It almost cost them the game. And again, the Denver Broncos have a great D-line and a great pass rush. We heard about Dak making quick decisions. Again, it's man. This is a matchup game. I love that matchup, and I'm going there early and often, right? Again.
Alex, to your point, look, I love the matchup of the nickel because I don't think he's any good either.
Yes.
But Riley Moss, to me, there was an old saying, all right? Can you find it? Can you catch it? All right? If you can't play corner. That's what I see in Riley Moss. He looks the part. He can run. All that stuff, but if you can't find it and you can't catch it, you can't play. I'm throwing at least 10 vertical shots at that on top of that dude's head. And in this game. The other thing is too, Moss, you mentioned Javonte Williams.
Yes.
That's the guy. That's what keeps you right there. You can run him in the red zone, and he keeps moving the sticks, and he's also a decent receiver. Remember now, Denver threw him away. So you talk about extra motivation for this young man right here. I'd make him captain, and I'd feed him the football several times in this game. And Sean Payton, I think this is on you, buddy.
Right.
Because right now you're a genius. Everybody says you're the greatest, right? You got the biggest sheet in the league. We see it. Where's J.K. Dobbins? Is he not on the sheet? I don't know what the hell you're doing. Throwing the ball all over the place and looking like you couldn't get a first down against either New York team until the 33 points.
So why you don't like that play sheet?
Because of the monster play sheet right here, and forget it. And there should be. How about we simplify it a little bit? Give Dobbins the football a little, and to me, I think you'll be fine. But I think it's Brian Schottenheimer. I think Brian Schottenheimer has been the genius that nobody talked about. That quite honestly, we all sat up here and said, I don't think it's a good hire, except one person here. That's right. Right again. What a surprise. This man right here is an outstanding coach. He's done a great job. I can't wait to see it.
All right, so we're looking forward to that one. That's a good one in that mid-late afternoon window. Giants and Eagles getting set to go in the early window today, and the Eagles, of course, looking to avenge a very difficult defeat that they had against the Giants just 17 days ago. So we're looking forward to that kickoff and a great many others. In the meantime, I have some extraordinarily sad news to report on behalf of all of us here. Tough news for everyone around the National Football